Good evening, cowboys, cowgirls, and outlaws. Welcome to the Slick Sixguns Network. I'm your host, Slick Sixguns, and I'm here to provide educational videos on the Western shooting sports. If you're interested in stuff like that, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notifications bell so that you don't miss anything. I will also leave a link to our Patreon account in the description. As you watch this video, think, what was it like to have your first experience on the range in the Western shooting sports? Share your story in the comments section. What brought you into Cowboy Action Shooting?
The community. They are sweet, kind, and they're incredibly supportive. You can do all sorts of things. You can be a member that just does competition. They have more events than just shooting. They have dances and dinners. The ammunition and weapons are modified, so I feel comfortable. I have my alias. It allows me to break away from reality for a little bit.
What is your favorite firearm and why?
My favorite is my 1897. It's a smooth action, very easy to fire, and I never miss.
How and why did you choose your alias?
My alias is Shootin' Bella. So at the very beginning when my husband asked me to do this, I wanted to find someone in reality that I could modify to be me. I Googled Myra May Belle, aka Belle Starr. Basically, she just opened her home for her friends, and they just so happened to be a few individuals who broke the law. So I can relate to her due to my personality and the friendships that I keep. I kind of had this idealism of a woman who would be in a riding skirt and she'd have her arm up and with her pistol and just having a blast, and her hair would be flowing. And so I called her Shootin' Bella. So that's who I am, Shootin' Bella.
What do you do about dress or attire?
Thankfully, SASS has quite a leniency on what we can wear. I'm currently in the category of cowgirl, and that allows me some leniency. In winter, if it gets pretty cold, I can wear jeans, boots, and a nice top with a period correct jacket. And then in the summer, when it gets blazing hot here in Texas, I like to use my white and black ruffled skirt. And more times than not, I actually wear a corset.
What category do you shoot and why?
I shoot cowgirl. Cowgirl has a lot of leniency, not just in dress, but also in the firearms, because SASS does get a little specific on that in certain categories. So I can change it up if I so wish.
Have you ever made a mistake on the range during a match? And how was it handled?
Yes, I've made a mistake.
Downrange!
I've been told that all individuals who have been in SASS long enough, no matter how great and awesome you are at hitting the targets and being very fast and professional, that they all make a mistake here and there. Either it'd be misfiring or dropping a gun. Mine, though, I actually hit the stage rather than the target. So that was a little embarrassing. The individuals who were surrounding me at that point in time pulled me aside, told me their stories, and most of them were way worse than what I did. I was told that I got disqualified from the match, which, to tell you the truth, wasn't all that bad because I wasn't about to win. And even the match director himself understood the type of mistake was obviously an accident and decided to include me in the award ceremony of that match. I actually felt that my acceptance in the sport was definitely enforced with their acceptance of some of my mistakes.
What do you find different about the camaraderie with Cowboy Action as a female as opposed to other groups like sororities or social groups found in the workplace?
On an overall basis, it's non-judgmental. Regardless of your ability, everyone seems to be so kind and offering of their help. Haggling is okay and most of the time encouraged. I have yet to find that concentration of people in one spot. There are really a lot of people that are wanting to have you experience SASS in such a positive manner, regardless of how well you actually shoot. People will let you borrow their guns, their gear, their ammo, just so that you can compete. It's competitive, but there's more to competition. Some people have the focus of the love of history, dress, and weapons. Most importantly, they stress safety first, last, and always.
What emotions were you feeling during your first match?
Oh, my first match. I was 6 months pregnant, but besides that, it was fast-paced. I wasn't quite prepared or fully understood stood all the muscle memory that kind of goes along with it, so it definitely has weaned away after I've done it a few times. It's exhilarating, especially when you're firing the guns, and then I get through stage and some people clapped for me, so that was actually kind of cool. Regardless if I missed or whatever the problems were, that I just slower than molasses, everybody was really supportive.
What is one piece of advice you could give someone new to the sport of cowboy action?
Try every gun you can get your hands physically on before you buy anything. That is the most important, because you don't know until you actually try if the gun will work and fit and feel fine for you. And that can be quite expensive to make that mistake. Borrow any gun that you can while you're at the match. People are so kind that they let you use them and let you borrow them. And then at most of these SASS competitions, bound to be someone who's willing to sell the guns. Once you find one that you like, they usually have a pretty decent price to them. Sometimes usually already tricked out for you.
As a parent, how would you feel about your child getting involved in cowboy action?
I think cowboy action is an awesome way to have your child respect the firearm. Safety is their number one goal. And so I am absolutely positive that my kiddo is going to be involved in SASS, and also the community will be incredibly supportive. They will learn how to handle, shoot firearms in the safest possible manner. There's also some things to learn about the 19th century of the US, the history. SASS does a pretty decent job. Its members like to mimic real people and love to share their history of the guns, the history of the clothing, the history of particular sets that make up our stages. I have comfort in knowing that my kid would be supported by the SASS family. They would learn patience along with practice, sportsmanship, and camaraderie. All around, I can't think of a better way to spend time as a family.